warm welcome. You're watching Political Bazaar. I'm Sakshi Batra, and with me is the Deputy Executive Editor of Moneycontrol. He's Gaurav Choudhury, and we are going to be discussing the crucial factors which are going to be at play in the sixth phase of polls, which is underway. Thanks a lot, Gaurav, for joining in. The all-important, crucial sixth phase is underway. 59 constituencies spread over 7 states. We have 14 seats in Uttar Pradesh, all 10 seats in Haryana, 8 seats in each West Bengal, Bihar and Madhya Pradesh, all the 7 seats in the national capital Delhi and 4 seats in Jharkhand going to polls. What is it that is going to be very crucial to watch?
Out of these 59 seats that are going to polls in the sixth phase, 44 the BJP is defending, 1 to Apna Dal, which again is a BJP ally in Uttar Pradesh, another 1 to LJP, which is again an ally. So out of this 59, 46 are with the BJP. So the stakes are extremely high for them. This is their home stretch, as it were, particularly in UP, where it's eastern UP. And BJP believes they did very well in 2014, and they believe that they are going to do extremely well again. They're going to repeat the performance again in 2019. But this time they're up against Mahagathbandhan of the Samajwadi Party and the Bahujan Samajwadi Party, and that has been the talking point, and that has been the one big factor in these elections, particularly in Uttar Pradesh, to what extent BJP can actually break into the ranks of the Yadav Dalit combined vote share and basically split that vote and influence the Yadav and the Dalit vote bank to actually vote for the BJP. The Mahagathbandhan is hoping that they have been able to consolidate that vote share, and that's going to go to them significantly, which is when they believe they can they can actually test the BJP. But it remains to be seen. BJP seems to be very confident that they're going to do very well in Uttar Pradesh. And if you have been noticing what the BJP President Amit Shah has been saying over the last 2 weeks or so, is that they're going to repeat the performance and actually better it. So they're saying they're now going with a figure of 74 in UP as opposed to 71 in 2014.
Okay.
That seems to be a tall ask. Anybody you ask, and anybody who has who's been tracking Indian elections, that seems to be a tall ask, because you're actually bettering that. And 74 out of 80 seats, well, that we will get to know about it only on the 23rd.
Absolutely. And many prominent candidates are going to be fighting in this sixth phase of polls. If you're going to see the union ministers, Radha Mohan Singh, Harsh Vardhan, there's going to be Menka Gandhi, Narendra Singh Tomar. We'll also get to know the fate of the cricketer turned politician and the electoral debutant, Gautam Gambhir over here. There's another sportsperson, Vijendra, also going to be contesting this time around. Delhi BJP President Manoj Tiwari is going to be up for contesting today. Then Sadhvi Pragya Singh Thakur, lots of controversies there. She's going to be contesting today from Bhopal. Congress leaders Sheila Dikshit, Jyotiraditya Scindia, Digvijay Singh and Bhupendra Singh Hooda. Lots of prominent candidates over here in this sixth phase of polls. What are you watching for? Which is going to be the most interesting battle here?
If you come to think of it, if you look at the statistics of these 59 constituencies, 34 of these 59 constituencies are so-called red alert constituencies. And red alert constituencies are those where about at least 3 of the candidates who are contesting are facing criminal, or they have criminal charges against them, allegations of criminal charges against them. And that is something which could be a factor as the voting gets along during the day. We have seen that elections in West Bengal have been marred by violence, and we have and please remember, in West Bengal, among the constituencies that are going to polls in the sixth phase, many of them are in the tribal areas, and the tribal areas have conventionally or historically have voted for the left front. But if you look at the panchayat polls, the most recent panchayat polls in West Bengal, BJP did considerably well in the tribal areas. And so the BJP would be hoping that they will be able to convert a lot of the conventional, the traditional left votes in these tribal areas will actually convert to them, and that is why they think that they can pose a formidable challenge to the Trinamool Congress in these constituencies. But be that as it may, clearly, if you go by the sheer turnout of rallies of Narendra Modi in West Bengal, it seems the BJP is going to pose some kind of challenge to Trinamool Congress. Their vote share might increase significantly from 16% in 2014, but to what extent these are going to translate into seats is something only we'll get to know on the 23rd. The Trinamool Congress has been saying that, and anybody who has been tracking West Bengal politics are not quite sure how many of these to what extent the transfer, the rise in vote share is going to translate into seats for the BJP. But clearly one thing is established, that the BJP is the number 2 party in West Bengal now, something that was not possibly not even thinkable, say about 5 years ago. So they have upstaged the left, they have upstaged the Congress, and they are now the number 2 party, at least in mind space.
Absolutely. So that is going to be very important to watch out for in West Bengal. But all the focus is on national capital Delhi, which is all 7 seats are going to polls today. And here it is going to be a 3-cornered fight between Congress, Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP. So how difficult is it going to be for the BJP and the Congress this time around, and the current government, Aam Aadmi Party? What is the theme that Delhiites are going to vote for? Is it going to be development? Is it going to be nationalism? Or is it the groundwork that people have seen in Delhi by the Aam Aadmi Party? What is it that they're going to vote for?
Delhi is a very interesting political region, especially in national Lok Sabha elections, because Delhi tends to vote in favor of the party that eventually goes on to form the government at the center. We have seen that for several years now. We have seen that in 2004, in 2009, in 2014, and probably it will repeat that performance again this year. Now, the difference between 2014 and 2019 is that the BJP is contesting the elections against Aam Aadmi Party, which has been in power for 4.5 years in the state. And they have a substantial body of work to show. Say, for instance, they have done a lot of good work in the area of education as well as health. So there are things that the Aam Aadmi Party has been able to demonstrate in front of the voters to show that they actually mean business. So when the Aam Aadmi Party says that it is something that they have demonstrated their intent to walk the talk, and they are saying that this is a proof of their performance, and that is why voters should come out and vote for their Lok Sabha candidates. But the BJP is actually probably will get a bit of an advantage, because the alliance did not take place between the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party, and a 3-way contest traditionally has been seen could actually end up helping the BJP in the final arithmetic. Please remember, Sheila Dikshit is a former chief minister of Delhi, is trying to make a comeback in Delhi's politics, and she is contesting elections against BJP's potential chief ministerial face, or the face of Delhi, Manoj Tiwari.
Absolutely.
And we have had, the elections in Delhi, at least Lok Sabha elections, has been marred by and a very strident political rhetoric. We have seen what has happened in East Delhi, where former cricketer Gautam Gambhir is contesting against Atishi of the Aam Aadmi Party, who has done a lot of work in the field of education, but particularly in government schools, where there's been a big turnaround, and the results clearly are showing, because if you go by what the CBSE results of the government schools in Delhi has been over the last 2 years, clearly it is showing the efforts that the government has put in, the Delhi government has put in. So Atishi has gone to voters saying that this is what she and the Aam Aadmi Party is capable of doing, and this is a proof of that. But BJP has fielded Gautam Gambhir, and clearly Modi seems to be a factor. To what extent actually the candidate becomes irrelevant in Lok Sabha elections, that is also true nationally. Whether it's a referendum for Narendra Modi as a prime minister, or it is actually voters are going out and selecting the local candidates, is something that we'll get to know on the 23rd. But that seems to be a common thread across India.
Right. But I have to ask you about the voter turnout. Everything boils down to how many people actually go out and vote. We remember it's a Sunday, it's Mother's Day. In the evening, we have the IPL finale. So lots of events are going on a day like today. There could be people who would want to just stretch out on a Sunday and not go out. We've already seen another glamorous city, Mumbai, with such poor voter turnout. So far, as of now, at 10 p.m., only 3% of people have voted in Delhi. So how important will it be if people actually do not come out in large numbers? Then what will happen?
But if you go by past trends, actually Delhi has voted in higher numbers than in Mumbai, and last time around, it was about 65%. So I would expect the final turnout to be around that. And despite the blazing sun, I would expect people to come out and vote, because the difference between Delhi and Mumbai is that Delhi, the political awareness, because it's the national capital, and it's also the seat of parliament here, and this is where all the government and political action takes place nationally. So you would expect more people to come out, because there is more awareness, and there is probably a bit of the involvement and participation of a sense of participation among people in the political system is slightly more higher in Delhi. if you go by the sheer voter turnout compared to say a city like Mumbai. But having said that, yes, the IPL finals could be a bit of a dent, although that is taking place late in the evening. So I don't think people are going to. I mean, it cannot come in the way. That's not a barrier for people to not come out and vote. But the blazing sun could be a barrier.
All right. Thanks a lot, Gaurav, for sharing all that insight. Well, with that, 45 seats is what the BJP is defending out of the 59 constituencies. Will it be able to repeat this show is $1 million question. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and stay logged on to moneycontrol.com for more news and updates. We will keep you updated as the day progresses on the 6th phase of polls.